Hello, and welcome to Healing from the Mess with Lizzie. In this podcast, I will be sharing stories about my childhood, my teenage years, early adulthood, even my life now. It won't be a smooth conversation or even in chronological order, but I hope you will stick with me while I start to heal from the trauma that was caused in my life by a mother who forgot how to love me. In this episode, I share with you the day I stopped trusting my mother and a recent update that I think you'll all be interested in. So, let's talk. So, there's one thing I can't forget. When I was almost 23 years old, I was a new mom. My son was almost a year old. And my mom and I were out with him going for a walk at this place we used to go to. We'd walk a mile to this ice cream shop, we'd eat ice cream, and then we'd walk a mile back to our car. And on this day, she was telling me about my stepdad, how they hadn't had sex since Valentine's Day, that she's pretty sure he was cheating on her, kind of give me all these details. And I thought, wow, we finally evolved. We're finally going to be friends. I was so excited because I was a big fan of Gilmore Girls. And I loved the relationship between Lorelai and Rory. And I wish I would have had that with my mom. And I watched it at a time when my mom and I were not doing well. Our relationship was not great. And I just really craved that kind of love and attention and I guess mutual respect and friendship. So she's telling me all these things, and I was so excited. 7 months later, everything fell apart. She started talking about us moving to Florida, me and her and my son. She said that she asked me if my stepfather had been inappropriate sexually with me and my son, which was a definite no, because that's not who my stepfather is. She even went as far as to ask his niece and nephews if he was inappropriate with them at any point in time. She called the cops on him, I think twice. The only one I remember, and I only remember a snippet of this, I had just gotten my son to sleep. And I was on my computer. And I saw the flashing lights. My room, there's a Jack and Jill bathroom, and then there's my mom and my stepdad's room. My mom at the time was sleeping on the couch. And I yelled his name, said, "The cops are here." It was 11 o'clock at night. I remember going out there and talking to the police officer. I was angry. I don't remember what I said. I don't remember the conversation. I don't even remember what he said to me or the questions he asked or what my mom even said to get them to show up. And I never trusted her again after that. I never got close enough to her to make her even think that we're friends. I would tell her things to try to make her go away. I thought she'd run away screaming, "Oh my God." I tried to get her to run away, but then I realized that because they have children, she won't leave them. She would try to do something to take them from me. Not that she could, because my husband and I were good parents. And I'm not bragging. I mean, we're good parents in the sense that we both know that we have a lot to work on, and we're still working on being better parents. I mean, I listen to parenting podcasts all the time because I want to find better ways to connect with my kids and better ways to parent my children. I say we're good parents in the fact that we love our children. We make sure they have all their necessities, We do our best to give them quality time, and we would do anything for them. But I gave up on a friendship with my mother after that, because when I trusted that that's where we were headed and she broke up our family, we had to move out. I begged him. I begged him. I didn't want to go. So I'll get a job. I don't care. Please don't make me go with her. But he made me go. I was angry at her for almost 10 years. He was a really good dad. He taught me more than my own father did. He taught me what a man was. He wasn't perfect, but he showed me how a man's supposed to love someone. He showed me what hard work was. He taught me about respect and about honesty. He was a really good person, and she just up and left him. I only lived with her for 6 months after that, and I moved in with my now husband because I couldn't take it anymore. This is the furthest away I've ever been from my mom, and I still don't feel safe. Right now, I keep pausing because I keep thinking there's someone walking outside my house. It's weird to still be terrified of somebody who I'm not really afraid of anymore. Because the worst thing she can do to me is go after my kids. And if she goes after my kids, she's not going to like the person that she meets. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on and talk about that story. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Hello. I have a bit of an update. Yesterday, I blocked my mother. She can't call me. She can't message me on Facebook. She can't see my Facebook. She can still text me, but she doesn't know she can because I delete them. I know this was the right decision, and I'm very confident in that and sure. My anxiety today is very high. I keep thinking she's going to show up at my door, demanding I talk to her, to the point I have all my doors locked and my curtains shut, because that's how paranoid I am. Because I know her. I know her really well. Take away her control, she gets angry and demanding. It's 26 days before Christmas as I record this, and I know my kids are going to be fine. I know that this is going to be difficult. I can't do this anymore. They deserve better than her. They deserve someone who's stable, who goes to therapy. I don't even know if she got a hormone panel done at her doctor's office. She goes there so often, you would think she would, because I wonder if this is part of her menopause, but I don't know. I just want my mom back. I have grieved the loss of my mother for so many years. I can't handle her wanting to know every single thing about my life. Why she can't accept my answers, I don't understand. She has to know every detail, and that's not fair. I am a grown ass adult. I don't have to share everything with her unless I want to. I can't handle that she wants this perfect Christmas where everybody comes and we all hang out at her house and she makes this amazing meal and we have this great time together. If that's what she wanted, she probably should have waited to file for divorce until after the holiday. This decision wasn't made out of anger. I went 24 hours without checking my restricted list that I had her on Facebook, and I knew that I was ready because I didn't care, because nothing she said was going to make it better. When I had checked it, like, she didn't just make me feel like all I cared about was money, and I would purposely go visit a family member in the same area as her and not visit her. The next day, hope you have an awesome day. I'm not going to pretend like you didn't just say what you said. I'm not going to, I just can't do it anymore. We're not going to breeze past it like nothing happened because you don't want to talk about it. I'm done. Yeah, I would love to be able to just tell her why I'm walking away, but I learned something. When you go no contact, you don't owe that person anything. It repeats in my head over and over again. I don't owe her anything. I have been a mirror of her for most of my life. Forgiven her for a lot of things. She still has no interest in getting to know who I am as a person. And if she does know me, she doesn't believe I am that person. I have people in my life to tell me that the way she treated me was wrong, that I deserved better, that I'm a good person, and I don't look for people to tell me that. I don't go out and seek it. Honestly, I hate compliments. It makes me so uncomfortable. But I try really hard to treat people with kindness and an understanding, and I've done it my whole life. I'm very empathetic, but I can't do this with her anymore. So I blocked her. I wish it would hurt my kids. But thankfully, we live almost 200 miles away from her. They're adjusting well, and they're going to be fine. I worry about her calling the police, wanting to do a wellness check on our house. I worry about her calling CPS because it's her way of getting control back. And the thing is, she can. I don't care. My kids are happy. They're fine. They're healthy. They go to school regularly. If she wants to go that far, if she does go that far, there's no turning back. She is not the one in control here. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my family. I am so down the person I was when I lived 5 miles away from her. I take care of myself. I'm happier. I'm less anxious. I sleep better. Obviously, right now it's going to be hard because this is a change and it's hard, and I'm going to feel guilty for a while. But I also know that this will pass, because when you make the right decision about your life, that guilt fades. It gets better. And I know that releasing her from my life before the end of the year was the best decision I could have made, because 2024 is going to be a year of healing, of growth, of happiness, and of love. And that's the most important thing, isn't it? I appreciate you being here. Thank you for listening. And I hope you will join me next week for another episode of Healing from the Mess with me, Lizzie.